জীবনের রমজান এই বিষয়ের উপর আলোকপাত করার জন্য ওনার সারমর্ম আলোচনা পেশ করার জন্য সবিনয় অনুরোধ জানাচ্ছি।
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين قال الله تعالى في القرآن الكريم يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون বাংলা ইংলিশ দুইভাবে আমি আগে সবাইকে বলছি আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম।
আপনারা এখানে বড় যারা আছেন ইংরেজি বুঝেন না কতজন হাত তোলেন দেখি। সবাই তো ইংরেজি বুঝেন, তাহলে বাচ্চাদের জন্য যদি আমি ইংরেজিতে, আচ্ছা ইংরেজি বুঝেন না আপনি বলছেন?
অনেক বুঝে, অনেক খুব ভালো বুঝে না কিন্তু বুঝে আলহামদুলিল্লাহ।
Okay, I'm going to speak in English because our young generation, our future, they need it more than we do. We are on the way out and they are on the way up. So it's important for us to understand Ramadan, understand how to plan for Ramadan, and how to beautify our character, how to connect with Allah, how to respect people, and how to live a happy and healthy life. That's important for us. So Ramadan and our life are intertwined because we believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The verse that I have recited is from Surah Al-Baqarah. There is one ruku on Ramadan. It starts with what I have just recited, the first verse, 183, Surah Baqarah. It says, it is compulsory for you to fast as it was compulsory for people of other prophets' followers. Those also had to fast. Because fasting has a purpose. Can any of my, shall we say, more like grandchildren, I'm 71, so I guess I can make it. So any of you can say, what's the purpose of Ramadan? What's the purpose? Give it a try. If you make a mistake, don't worry about it.
Be muttaqi. To be muttaqi.
Muttaqi. Okay, that's the purpose. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. Maybe you will achieve taqwa. So maybe because I may not make the effort, I may not take the benefit, I may not utilize the opportunity, I may not make sincere and devoted action plan. Therefore, I may not achieve. So لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ means maybe you will achieve, because if you think about it, in school, college, university, teacher is teaching everyone, but not everyone is getting best results. Because not everyone is taking the chance fully. Not everyone making the maximum effort. Not everyone is going to be interested in making that much investment of time and energy to grow their own talents. Okay? Ramadan is to achieve taqwa. What is taqwa? Taqwa requires some do's and some don'ts. What Allah said we should do, we must do, we should do, and we can do. And we must not do, we should not do, and we cannot do. So 3 levels of do's and don'ts. Okay? So we need to understand that Ramadan is a month of taqwa, as brother said. And taqwa means to be able to control myself. To be able to withdraw when temptation strikes. To be able to stop when Allah says stop and Shaitan says go ahead. So to make that choice, to make the right decision, is an important issue for life. You make the wrong decision, you pay the price. I make the wrong decision, I pay the price. I make the right decision, I gain from it. Okay? So Ramadan is the month of taqwa, and I will come to that. Ramadan is also month of Quran. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن. Ramadan is the month in which Quran revelation started. Then Allah says, إِنَّا أَنزَلْنَاهُ فِي لَيْلَةِ الْقَدْرِ. It started on Laylatul Qadr night. So then, there is a connection between Quran, revelation, and Ramadan. So it's month of Quran, not just month of taqwa, but month of Quran. What is our attitude to Quran? I can see, I'm speaking for you and you are talking amongst yourself, then I will stop and you talk and I give you the microphone. Okay? Right. I'm making it in English for my future generation in UK. Okay? So Ramadan is month of taqwa, month of Quran. To study Quran, how do we treat Quran? How many people here every day try to understand even one verse of Quran? Every day. Not many. And we are all, we love Allah, we love Rasul, we love to be Muslim, and we want to do the best we can. That's not the best. If you spend some time, and I will come to the action plan, connect with Quran. If you want Allah to talk to you, read Quran, because Allah is talking to me. If you want to talk to Allah, go and stand in prayer, because that's talking to Allah. So Ramadan should be both. Listening to Allah by understanding Quran and praying with devotion, so Allah is connected with me. So it's not just attendance in prayer, but attention in prayer. That will give us power. It's like, the socket. You put the plug in and you don't switch it on. That's the kind of prayer that we do up and down and go. It doesn't make an impact. But if you switch it on, it energizes you, it gives you power. The prayer has power. It's up to us to make that power come to us. So make prayer something that adds value, that makes us different, it makes us better. So, I say taqwa. Taqwa consists of, I have 16 words in Arabic that start with T. And listen to it. First, tahara. Tahara, we have to purify our mind, and by wudu, our body. Purify heart and mind and body. That's tahara. Tahara is purification. Next word is before we fast, the night before, what do? We didn't start fasting. So what do we do night before? Tarawih. So fasting is after Tarawih, not before. When the end of the month moon is sighted, we don't do Tarawih anymore. So second is Tarawih. Third is Tahajjud. Late night, before Suhoor, Tahajjud. Then we do Tazkir, Dhikr. Then we do Tadarrur, fervent dua, devotional dua, connecting with Allah, feeling the power of communication with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then it is Tashahhud, Suhoor, eating before fasting. Then it is Tadabbur, contemplation. Contemplation, meaning my feeling, I'm reflecting means أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ أَمْ عَلَى قُلُوبِهِمْ أَقْفَالُهَا. Don't they reflect on the Quran, meaning thinking and feeling? And Allah says, or they don't do it, so their hearts are locked. Their hearts are locked. So that's why we don't make change. We don't develop ourselves. We kill our talents inside us. So all the children here, you have talents just sleeping in you. It's up to you to bring them out. Take the opportunity, okay? Then there is, after tasahhur is tilawa, then tafsir, then tafakkur, then tadabbur, then tawbah, then tawadu means humility, then tatawu means extra spending, extra sacrifice, then ta'aleem, education, then tarbiyah, training, and tazkiyah, purification. All 16 T's make taqwa, the Ramadan purpose. So we need to connect all the T's, starting with tahara, means purification of the mind and the heart and the body. Then we go into achievement of taqwa. So I'm going to leave this note and you can circulate, inshallah. Now, in order to achieve taqwa, we need to understand something more. We have 4 forces in us. Can anybody tell me 4 forces that can be identified? Something you see. What do you see in me? When I'm speaking, what do you see? Do you see my mind? Do you see my heart? Do you see my soul? So what do you see? Body and physical entity. So that's visible, that's material. Okay? So when you see those, the other 3 I mentioned, they are also entities. Soul, what is the entity? Soul. It's in the Quran, all of them. Soul is ruh. So our body, Allah says it's nafs. And it's like any animal. They have body, we have body. What do the animals do? The young generation, please join me. I usually don't stand, I just move around and ask. Okay? So the animals have bodies, right?
Correct.
So a body, what does it need? Food, yes, and they eat too. Animals eat. And drink, they take it. So sleep, they do it. They have children, we have children. So body is like animal. This is the animality in us. That Allah has created all the creation with procreation. Generational people will come. Generation after generation will come. So it's in the animals, in the birds, in the fish, and us. So this is the animality in us. But the nafs, when it demands and commands something, then it is, Allah says, hawa. And Allah says, the Ramadan has direct connection. During Ramadan day, do we feel hungry? We do. The body, when we are hungry, body is saying, give me food. What do? You refuse. You refuse, not entirely, but you regulate and say, when Allah's permission comes, I'll give you. It feels thirsty. Summer time, we have long fasting day, and we feel thirsty. But we don't even drink behind in hiding. So body is demanding and commanding food and drink we are not giving. What's happening? Can my young brothers say, or sisters, what's happening? I'm fasting, I'm feeling hungry and thirsty, but I'm not giving food or drink. Who is in control? Who is in control?
Myself.
Myself, yes. We are in control, so that control is to be established. That's taqwa. That control is taqwa. When I see right and I am prepared to do it, when I see wrong and I will use my power to stop it, that's taqwa. Do's and don'ts. Obeying Allah, respecting Allah, wanting to go to Jannah. So that's taqwa. So these are 2 forces. Nafs is in the nafs al-ammaratun bisu. It's always pulling to the evil. Because it's animal. So that's nafs and hawa. Ruh, Allah says, قُلِ الرُّوحُ مِنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّي. Ruh is under the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when we feel like doing something good and we do it, then the Ruh tells me you have done well. And we feel happy. If I do something wrong, somebody tells me you didn't do it right. Somebody tells me off. That's Ruh. Because the sense of right and wrong is in the Ruh, not in the nafs. So when I steal by hiding. But the animal will eat my garden in front of me because they don't have the right and wrong sense. Can you see? Can you see? Okay. Now there are two others, mind and heart. What's the function of mind and what's the function of heart?